Welcome back. Spring has arrived with something of the past season, snow.
That's right, and with that snow finally melting off in our area, is it time to get your garden going? Well, we have Ricky Kemery with the Allen County Extension Office here with us this morning. And Ricky, I know as weather guy, this is a little too early to be planting. Am I right? Can you confirm that for me?
I can confirm that. And you know, the thing about northern Indiana is I believe anyway, it's one of the toughest places to garden in the United States. And it's because of our soils, but also because of our weather. And we can't blame it all on the meteorologists.
Good. Glad to hear that.
But, you know, last year, as you know, we were 70, 80 degrees, and now we're about 2.5 weeks behind when it comes to planting vegetable gardens this particular season. And one of the ways you can find out if you know it's sort of time, you want to see temperatures reliably during the day, mid-40s and above, and sort of hanging around the freezing point in the evenings, not too much below. Some of our early crops can handle a little bit of frost and freeze. The other thing is if you're a conventional gardener, just go out into your garden, get a little handful of soil. If you can squeeze water out of that soil, then it's not time. You got to wait. And it's one of the reasons why I like to raise bed garden, because you can get out a little earlier.
Sure.
Okay.
Is there any general, guidelines? Some people say Mother's Day, Memorial Day. I grew up in Illinois, and we used to always hold off until like Memorial Day.
You can for some of the warm season crops, and that's one of the things I wanted to talk about a little bit today is where vegetables originally come from sort of dictate how and when you plant them. And so when you take the lowly carrot or the lovely carrot, one of the two, for instance, this thing has actually been in the fridge, and so it's sprouting again. Most folks don't understand that most vegetables are biennials. We eat them the first year, but if I were to cut the top off and plant that, it would grow and produce flowers and seed, and that's how you get seed that you purchase in the garden center.
Okay.
So do you have any idea where carrots are from originally?
Well, since they're under in the soil, are they coming from a cold location?
Yes, that is true.
How about Russia? I don't know.
It's actually a pretty good guess. Afghanistan is where carrots are originally from, and the original carrots were purple, white, and yellow. And once the carrots were brought into Europe and the French got a hold of them, the French decided that they like orange better. So they developed carrots from regions like Nantes, Danvers. All those names are French names, and they're the ones that developed the carrots. And about another week or so, you can begin to seed carrots in your garden.
Okay.
These two, potato and tomato, where part of the world do you think they come from?
Gina, what do you think?
Oh, goodness.
I think tomatoes are China.
No.
No.
These both come from South America, Central and South America.
Okay.
The potato grows in the slopes of the Andes Mountains, which explains why, again, in another week or so, you can be planting potatoes because they like it sunny and cool. So most people don't plant their potatoes early enough in our region, so they don't do that well. You got to get them into the ground pretty early. Tomatoes, on the other hand, are warm season crops. They have to be planted around May 5th to May 10th at least. Even Memorial Day would be fine. And, you know, tomatoes, it took a long time for folks to get used to them because they belong to the same family as belladonna, deadly nightshade. So the Europeans weren't so hot on eating them. It was Colonel Robert Johnson in the late 1800s that stood at the Salem courthouse and ate many tomatoes. The paparazzi was waiting because they thought he was going to die.
Oh,
and
my
he did
gosh.
not. Okay.
Ricky, we're short on time. Can you tell us about these upcoming seminars you guys have at the
Sure.
Extension?
Every year I do these what are called horticulture on the road seminars, and I try to spread the news out about gardening, research-based methods for gardening out at the local library branches. And so, you know, I'll be, on April 2nd, I'll be doing a program about lawn care at Georgetown. I'll be talking about garden potpourri at the Shawnee branch, and then at Aboit and DuPont branches, I'll be talking about tree triage.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, great. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, it's been fun. Thanks.
You're welcome.
We'll be right back.